Saturday morning. It's kind of brisk out there. It's alright. It's almost 50 degrees in here. I think that's good enough. You can see here I got in my rocker panels. Of course they don't fit exactly right, but that's no big surprise, right? I think we got to do a little tweaking right here, but it's no big deal. We'll do that. I'll need to put the door back on to make sure this gap is correct. And then once I'm sure everything fits correctly, I'm going to go ahead and weld everything up and then put the rocker panel on last. That's the plan. Let's see how far I get. Also, I've got my plasma cutter back. They said it burned a board in it somehow, but I had it just less than 3 years, so they covered it under warranty. It didn't give me no trouble. It just took them a couple weeks, so that's good news. I've already kind of progressed to the cab of the truck, so I may make my shock mounts later. I think I'll continue on here. Need to finish something, right? Darn spiders are working overtime in here. Look at that. Webs everywhere. Alright, after quite a bit of hammering and finagling, I got that to fit on there close enough I can put the door on and see how everything lines up. There's too much distance between here and here on the rocker panel. And I'm pretty confident I didn't move this pillar here. So I don't know. Put the door on and see what it looks like. Alright, got the door back on. Use my little holes to make sure I got the hinge back in the right place. It doesn't look like I moved the pillar any. The door still fits good. Everything looks pretty good. Pretty good. And if it's pretty good on the rocker, better than I thought it might. It's a little high on that side, so I need to tweak it a little bit. I think I got it within the range of adjustability, so I can take the door back off, weld the floorboards all up, make sure everything looks right, test fit it again, and then weld her together. That's my plan. Alright, got the inner rocker panel all welded in. Clean up a little crusties there and treat it. Usually I like to sandblast everything, but I'm going to try this stuff, see what happens. It's a little crusty back there. Anyway, if Little Miss figures out she loves the truck forever and wants to restore it someday, we'll have to fix it then, I guess. Still got to weld up that stuff and do a little spot welding. And then we can put the rocker panel on and weld it fast. Right, girl?
Right, Dad.
But first, we're going to take a break. Because hunched over like that is wearing me out. I picked this up last night. The engine turns over. It's missing, I guess there's a little jack shaft that goes there. And it's got like a snowmobile clutch on this side. Looks like a belt. Went to a pulley. Shaft went yonder way to a sprocket on this side, and it apparently broke, and somebody removed it and never put it together. But the throttle works, or at least that part of it works. And the engine turns over. Maybe we'll see if it fire off. It's got oil in it too. A Thunderbolt 198 MC. I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. Maybe I'll see if somebody wants it worse than I do. What do you think about that?
Sure.
It's hard for me to believe this, but it's true. I squirted a little ether in the carburetor and just cranked it and fired right up. Let's see if it'll do it again. Here, hold it down. Maybe not again. Try not to show my bald spot, okay?
Okay.
It runs. The throttle linkage is not attached to the carburetor for some reason. It runs. For sale, Thunderbolt 198 MC runs. Alright, we rigged up a funnel and put a little gas in it and fired it up, and it ran, sorta. I'm sure the carburetor's all nasty, needs to be taken off and cleaned. I see it's dripping a little bit, but it runs. Huh. If I had a few less projects, I'd work on this thing. But since I don't think I will. She's taking the weather stripping off. Clearly she hasn't seen the Primitive Pete videos in school that I saw. Alright, I got everything welded up. I ain't too proud of that right there. But I can't get behind this to hammer it flat with a dolly and a hammer. So I guess it's gonna have to be okay. And I'm ready to put the rocker panel on, I guess. Maybe I ought to fix that cab mount first. I think that's what I'll do. Well, there it is, all buttoned up. Had a few people come by today, and I ain't been in much of a mood to video anyhow, but I know somebody's gonna say, "What's the red paint?" Well, that's what I had to paint the inside, the inner rocker and stuff, just to give it a little added protection. And I have some more of the paint to paint the floorboard and stuff, so that ain't so ugly. It was quite a challenge getting that rocker to fit just right, but we got her. I think this side is healed. Now I need to go to that side, which is much worse. But I got it to do.